Hi, welcome to the next video in the Information First YouTube video series featuring Micro Focus Content Manager. This particular video, we're going to focus on patching your version. So I'm going to start with version 9.1 and take it through the two patches that have been released, patch 1 and patch 2, and we'll show you how to do that. The patching has changed a little bit with this version of the product. It uses Microsoft MSP files, so they run a little bit differently. You have to apply them on the version. Everything ships with it, and it fixes what it needs to fix. So it's a lot easier. It's a command line entry or a command line start. It will run through a lot easier. Now, the most important part is you will need to have the most current version before your patch. So that means you can't just go and download patch 2 and install it like you could have in the olden days. What you need to do is go through the entire patching. So you'll need to patch 1 and then run to patch 2. So let's take it up to the full screen here and take a look at what we're dealing with. So in the official software here that I have, you can see I've got all the different versions. I've already installed version 9.1. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through the installation of patch 1. Now, if you don't know what these patches are and this video is not accessible when you're actually going to do it, inside of the folder there is a PDF shipping with the ISO image that you probably have downloaded from Micro Focus. And opening this one up, you can see it tells you exactly what to do. So some of the steps ahead on the other page here, step 5 is how do we run these ones. Again, ensure the baseline version build is installed. That's going to be fundamental. It will stop. It will tell you to get the latest version. Download here and then stop all content management services. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go to our, go to our Windows key here. Oh, that is off screen. I apologize for that. Let me bring it in screen so you can see what I'm doing. I'm running the services.msc file and I'm going to look for my HP Content Manager, or it's not Micro Focus yet officially in the services. I'm going to just stop my workgroup server, and I think that's the only main one I need to stop. Let me just minimize that in case I need it later. So I've stopped all those services, and now I'm going to use an elevated command line. So what is an elevated command line? That means you are going to run your DOS prompt here on the right click, and you're going to select the shielded version, run as an administrator. So this will give you the elevated privileges that you require. Off screen, I'm seeing a Windows message telling me that I'm running something in elevated mode, and do I want to allow it to make system changes? And that answer is yes. You can always verify that you're in an administrator command prompt by looking in the top left hand corner, administrator command prompt. So let's go ahead back to our instructions and see what it says. Using an elevated command line, run the MSP files included in the basic command. So we need to navigate to our folder, and we need to run this command here, HPE Content Manager, with some extra options. So let's go and do that now. I'm going to take us over to our D drive, and then I'm going to go to my source. CD source. Oh, sorry, official software is what I think I called it. And I have it HPE Content Manager. Well, I don't want to do that one. I'm going to go Content Manager, and I'll do CD. Let's go to 9.1. Let's go to 9.1. Patch 1 is where we want to be. Now in here, as I'm just do a dir, we've already seen this, but we want to go into the bit rate of your installation. Most likely, if it's a server, you're probably on 64-bit. So I'm going to go into my 64-bit install, do a dir now again, and there's a listing of all of the MSP files. So let me see if I can do a little bit of a double screen here. I'll move this little thing up a bit. There we go. And what I'll actually do, again, these videos are live to tape. That means I am not editing this. I don't do an edit. I just do a fresh record like that, and things do happen as you are seeing. Okay, here we go. Let's go. So we want to type in HPE, and I'm just looking at this particular one, _ Content Manager _ x64.msp. and now the next options, the QB is a quiet installation. Shh, maybe I'll whisper. And then the L is going to be the logging file with everything. I think that means verbose and something else. I log everything verbose. I forget exactly what the X means. And then the last thing I want to do is put the update, and that is the name of the file that I want it to create and log to. So there we go. We've got our 64-bit install, and I'm going to go ahead and enter. And it goes ahead and you can see it's unpackaging those base files x64. So we'll let this run, getting the information it needs. And this is live again, live to tape, live to recorded. So you're seeing it as I'm seeing it. I'll try to entertain you while we're waiting for this to happen, but you can see it's pretty seamless in the background. And sure enough, it's finished. So that was the core components. Now, you will have to repeat this process for each MSP that you have with respect to, in this particular instance, I also have the WebDrawer installed, and I have the WebClient installed, and I have some of those idle components as well. So let's take a look at what it says when we're doing the app pools. Now, this is the line I'm looking at here. We are running the same file, try to get them there highlighted. And you can see though, we do have to insert the password for the identity account. So let me go ahead and just type that in. So it's HPE_CM_WebClient. We'll make sure I spell it right. We don't want to misspell it. ENT, there we go, _x64.msp. We got the same options, so we're going to do a Quiet installation with a B, and then we're going to do all of our logging with our VX. And now we've got our WC_update. So again, we're telling it what file to store this information into. And now we want to do our WC_, whoops, too many characters, WC_website_identity_password. Well, I don't think it's case sensitive, but I will do it for you, and I'll put it in. I believe it is just password for my installation for this demonstration environment. Password 01. Go ahead and hit enter, and again we are propped up with the installation manager dialog box as it runs through. So as you know, I'm doing this sometime in October, so we're waiting for 9.2 is kicking around. Rumors are it will be launched fairly soon. That will be nice, getting a 9.2. I'm not too sure about some of the release notes. If you are a customer, obviously, contact your sales representative either at Information First or at HP and see what the status is. And of course, you can always tune into and keep up to date on the websites. Okay, so let's go ahead, and that has finished. So basically, we have upgraded our environment. So let's take a look at what happened to Content Manager. Here we go. I'm going to just run it from my desktop right now, and you can see 9.1.1 10002, and there we have the installation is complete. And what I might also want to do on my desktop, you see I have the Enterprise Studio. I just want to make sure and see if there are any database schema upgrades that I would need to perform at this particular point in time. I'll just give it a few seconds. And schema is up to date, and the training. So this has been successfully patched to 9.1 patch 1. Now, as a bonus, now I make no guarantees. What I'm going to do, just to be sure, let me just do an IIS reset in the background. Oh, I have to run that as an administrator prompt. There we go. I'll do that one again. Another off-screen error message, IIS reset. Let this one run. I am going to go for broke here, live to recording, and see if I can actually get this web client running. There's my, I don't want to move that there. Let me go over here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cheat a little bit. I like the easier way of getting to the web client. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my IIS instance, and I'm going to navigate down into the sites. Go to my default site, find my web clients, Content Manager, right click, manage this, and let's go to the browse button and see what we get. Close all those windows there. No one needs to see that stuff. Big drum roll. The first time's always the longest time. And eventually this should come up. And this will be the final test because I did upgrade the Content Manager web client. Oh, it looks like I've got a little bit of joy here booting up, as we can see. No records found. Now let me just do my typical dugong query, see if I get some results. And there we go. So that's about it. That's all there really is to upgrading your web client with the new patching system, entering a couple of command line parameters. You can see that that was relatively easy and quick. Now, I might do another video going all the way up to 9 patch 2, but essentially it'll be the same thing. So if you found this informative, be sure to subscribe to our channel. There should be a lot more videos coming out over the next couple of months. I'm also starting a new feature. If there's anything you want to see, a demonstration of something, by all means, just post it in the comments and we'll try to make a video that kind of speaks to your concern or your question or your comment. We'll get that up there on YouTube. Let me just go to our overlay final screen here. So this is who we are. Once again, information first. We are a gold partner of HPE. Actually, I need to change that logo because we're all Microsoft partner now, but you will see that. On the left, you'll see playlists, and on the right, you'll see other videos. So again, thanks for tuning in. Can't wait to see you next time. Thanks.